It's time to visit Lauderdale with a colorful tribute to the South Florida vacation destination where everyone under the sun is welcome. Emmy-nominated songwriter, entertainer, and Fort Lauderdale's own Alexander Starr is celebrating all things Lauderdale with an original anthem, Lauderdale.
I think as the sun began to rise and it began to dawn on us, this was actually the day that we had worked really hard for a while, for 3 months. We started sketching when we were out in Pasadena in early October. We had met with 2 float builder companies. One of them, their sketch artist was sketching as we were talking. We were talking about the destination and he was sketching as we were speaking. And this thing sort of came to life. We landed on the Guitar Hotel pretty quickly because it's the only one in the world. And that was a big deal for us. So that was a given right away. And then we went from there to, the beach. The beaches, we have 24 miles of beaches.
We went through a number of things. We really wanted to highlight what differentiated Greater Fort Lauderdale and what made it special. Identified the principal of the year, a representative from the Seminole tribe, the Stanley Panther. We really wanted to showcase what was incredible about Greater Fort Lauderdale. And then when we identified the entertainment, we were lucky enough to have just released an anthem to promote Greater Fort Lauderdale and hire Alexander Starr to represent us as our live entertainer. So all the stars aligned and it was perfect.
I think it sends a tremendously positive message of inclusiveness. And so this is really a very family-oriented float. I mean, it's got alligators, it's got manatees, and it's got LGBT symbolization throughout the float, which I think the messages that we've heard are that you don't include everyone, and it's the opposite that's true.
People are going to be amazed. They're going to see things that they didn't expect to see. They're going to have a new appreciation for who we are as a destination, and the world will get to see how amazing, beautiful, and welcoming we are.
It is absolutely stunning. I've seen photos of it and it was beautiful, but when you walk in and you see how grand and massive and colorful, and that every inch of it is covered with something beautiful, some plant or flower, it's like you're in awe when you see it.
I think they did an amazing job of encapsulating what we're about.
I can't even talk about it without. It's just the beauty of everything we talk about in Broward County, but it's brought to life in a way that none of us have ever seen before.
I'm in a free state of mind all of the time. That's right, 'cause I color out loud, repping my town. Hey yo. If you wanna feel amazing right now, flash up your lights and color the whole town Lauderdale. Hey yo, I color out loud, repping my town, for Lauderdale.
This is like being in the Olympics. This is literally like being in the Olympics. I get to represent my hometown in front of the world.
Alexander Starr putting it down. Alexander! Well done, sir, well done! Right here on TV Corner, you gotta love it. You gotta love the pageantry of it all. Mark and Lisa.
We felt that energy up here.
You know what? It was so funny because we saw the float coming, and I'm like, is that him? Is that him?
Right.
And then everyone started getting really into it, and I was like, that's Alexander Starr.
I couldn't have been prouder of the Visit Lauderdale team. This was a team effort. And what we can't tell everybody is how hard this team worked. How many pieces went into this puzzle? There were 1,000 pieces that went into this puzzle. So my hometown paper on Tuesday, January 2nd, put the photos of the float in a story on page 3 with a headline that said "A Float to Remember." And that really does cap off a legacy project for me and the ability to make my community relevant and to have people talk about us in a positive way. Coming from Florida, people are talking about us in a positive way is something that, when I write the book, will be a very, very long chapter.